Your Google business profile, how your website connected to that listing, has a lot to do with how it ranks online. What up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do-It-Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal business owners, small business owners, get their businesses found online. And today I want to discuss some of the things that I see that causes your Google business profile to rank high on Google's search algorithm when people type in the services that you're providing. What is it that makes that rank onto Google? Well, from all the years that I've been doing this and what I'm starting to really understand about Google, it is that a lot has to do with the website that is connected to that Google listing. So I'm going to take into account, there's a bunch of things that makes this thing rank. Number one, it's the Google reviews. You got to make sure you're getting Google reviews. You're out there kicking ass. You're doing great. People feel compelled to leave you a review, especially in the local area. If you're doing junk removal for a customer 6-7 miles away from your actual center of business location on your Google listing, and they leave a review, Google takes into account that geographical location where that person left that review. So they're leaving, if you're getting like 10, 15, 20, 30 reviews throughout, the months, and they're all locally geographically located, Google takes that into account as you as an authority in that geographical location. That's one of them. Number two, optimizing it. Make sure that you have junk removal pictures on there, all your business information, all the stuff's filled out correctly. All that sort of thing also takes into account getting that thing ranked. Also, the little posts you put on there, I think a lot of people go overboard on them. I don't think you really need as many as people think that you do. 1 or 2 a week should be enough to get it going on there. I'm thinking like Google, if somebody's posting on there every damn day, I'd be like, okay, you guys taking advantage of this or something. I don't know. I don't think I would like it because they know business owners kind of busy. So I would just think that they would 1 or 2, it's good a week, because like I said, it's a combination of things. Like I always talk about fitness. I've always been pretty good, into fitness. I know you have to eat right, you have to sleep right, you have to lift weights, you have to do cardio, you got to stretch. All those things take into account with fitness. You can't just work out and be good. You can't just eat good and be good. You have to do all of it to be a healthy body. So same thing kind of happens with these Google listings. But one of the things that I believe is that Google is really reading all the information on the website that's actually connected to that Google listing. So if you are in junk removal and you're for furniture removal, if you have a page or sections on your site that talk about furniture removal, and somebody types in furniture removal near me, your Google listing could rank because Google's reading the website connected to that listing and is kind of relaying that information to the customer looking for that search. If you type in something like yard waste debris removal or something like that, you type that into Google and you have a page or a section in your website that has something about yard waste, that information is relayed through that Google listing and put in front of the customer. So in my opinion, what Google's trying to do is trying to read the website for the customer. So especially if people on their phone, they're thumbing through things, they just type in whatever's randomly coming up on their mind. I'm like, oh man, I need to get rid of an old storage shed in my backyard. Storage shed removal near me. They type that in. Google has already went out and read the websites connected to these Google listings. So it's just relaying, like for example, your website has storage shed removal on your website. Your listing is a good possibility it'll show up because Google has read that on your website. It'll place that Google listing in front of the customer looking for that shed removal website. So I'm going to show you guys an example of guys. I've used them before in another video, but just to show you what's happened in just a very short period of time, like 75 days or so, how well his rankings have increased just on some of the things that we've been implementing, like we just talked about here right now. So let's take a look real quick. So I use something called Local Falcon. It'll scan that Google business profile and see where it's ranking on a local level. So I did the scan for this business over on, you can see it's January 23rd, 2023, about 70 days ago from today. The date today is April 4th. So you can see when somebody typed in junk removal Cincinnati, all these little dots tell me where that listing ranked. based on the location. This is a 10-mile radius. So you'll see here, up northern part of Cincinnati, he was nowhere to be found. He was number 9 on that list. You can see the 7s and the, back in here, the 8s, the 9s, the 7s. The only places he kind of ranked was where his business is actually located in this area. So what Google is doing is giving people in that local area the business nearest to them that provides junk removal. So now you'll see 70 days later, it's starting to light up green, which is showing that he's starting to show up in that map pack. And you can see he's number 3 here, number 3 here, and in other areas he's number 4. And for some reason over here he's number 8. It just dances. Google's always dancing around, shuffling these listings around. Number 2, number 3, number 4. You can see he's starting to dominate the area. Not dominate, but be in that 3-pack. And we can hopefully eventually give him that number 1 and number 2 spot, so he can just keep dancing around in that area. Now, just for the 2 words junk removal, because people, like they go on their phone and just type in junk removal, hit search. You'll see in that local area, he's sporadically spread here and there. This is on February 4th, and today's April 4th. You can see it fluctuates, changes around, but you'll see he's starting to light up green more in his corners of Cincinnati. And with time progresses, we could hopefully spread out more and more when we add more content to his site, keep doing the things that we're doing, and he keeps out there kicking ass, getting reviews, and all that good stuff. And you'll see why he ranks for a bunch of these types of things. So, like I said, here's his website, really well optimized, all the SEO, and this is the website that's connected to his listing. And what is happening, it's Google's relaying all the information to customers that is placed on the website connected to this listing. So this is why you'll see something like this. I'll give you some examples. If I type in furniture removal in Cincinnati, those 3 words, you'll see his listing is right here. You'll see it says provides furniture removal. Why? Because we built a page for that. Yard waste removal Cincinnati. You type those words in and you'll see his business shows up right here in the map listing. Why? Because we added the page for yard waste removal in Cincinnati. You could even do, I've done a geographical one where I mimic my location that I'm sitting in Cincinnati, and I type in the words yard waste removal. You'll see his listing is right here. And why is that? Because Google is reading the website that's connected to this listing, and it's reading that it provides that service. So it's relaying that information to this Google listing for me, the customer, so I can just go ahead and call this guy because he does that, what I'm looking for. And you'll see, I'll show you just the stats that's happened from him being nowhere on Google, that top 3. I don't even think he had a listing yet. He got his listing. We set up his website. We started working on the SEO. We started doing all the stuff that we need to do. You see you got nothing, no interactions, 21 actions, 27, 50, 76 in the month of March. Number of phone calls, 0, 3 in December, 2 in January, 6 in February, 20 in March. So that means that people went onto the Google listing and just hit that little dial button. They didn't even go to his website. Messages, he's got messages on here. Website clicks. You'll see the number of website clicks. 0 in November, 18 December, 25, 44, and then 54 in March. So you can see he's starting to head upwards, getting the clicks, people visiting his site, taking a look on there, and hopefully filling out the email form and giving him a call for his services out in that area. So those are some of the things that causes these websites. The website makes these Google listing rank up on Google. And there's other things that I've been implementing, like adding local areas, points of interest, write little articles about the area, kind of like a realtor talks about the local community and things like that, and this then attracts people that want to buy a house. So I'm kind of doing that same thing online. So I'm creating points of interest so anybody stumbles upon these, and we do it in a fun way through the eyes of a junk removal business owner, talking about some of these locations in the area to further hammer home to Google that this business is in Cincinnati and this provides junk removal. And I even add map listings, driving directions, things like that. Like I said, just hammering down to the Google search algorithm that we are in Cincinnati and we're a junk removal business there and we're relevant to the area. So that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Some of the things that I've discovered over the years that makes these Google listings really rank. I've forever changing, and I'm always upkeeping with this stuff and relay that information to you guys. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys want to learn more about some things that I do, just go ahead to my description. I have a link to my website design, my SEO services, and also my do-it-yourself. See if you want to do some of this stuff on your own. Till next time, guys.